teacher gets home.
You don't understand. I'm not going in looking at this.
You need to come in, Loretta. It's all right. Come on.
No. Could you just have to go at me like you always do?
She's not having a go at you.
She will when you've gone.
It's an average morning for 13-year-old Loretta Cook.
Loretta, not drinking in the classroom.
Oh, God, man.
So far this year, she's missed 30 days of class and had 20 letters home.
Certainly Loretta is the most difficult person in this class, and she sets the tone, sometimes, for the way the class will behave.
Like thousands of kids, Loretta's a problem at school. 2,000 are sent home every day, and 6,000 are expelled each year. Classroom behaviour is at an all-time low.
Shouldn't be looking for her phone. Told her we'd look at the end of the lesson. Nowhere.
Loretta's on a downhill spiral at the moment. Lack of homework, lack of respect, punctuality to lessons, just a general attitude.
Now at their wits' end, Loretta's mum and her teachers will attempt something that's never been tried before. They plan to transform Loretta at home.
We've decided that I'm going to come and stay with you for the week.
But how will Loretta react to having a teacher in the house?
It's our home.
Can school rules work at home?
See, then why don't you want to get out of your uniform? Don't get angry with me.
You're saying stuff in your bloody house.
Why are you pushing me? I want to get in the fridge.
You could just say excuse me.
Can one teacher transform the toughest pupil?
I want you to take this seriously because I've given up my whole week to come here.
And change a family's life?
A battle ward. Got nothing left.
Get up now. Stop it. Well, you stop it. You're the one behaving silly, Loretta. You're getting me all angry and upset.
It's 8 a.m. and 13-year-old Loretta Cook is due at school in 40 minutes.
I need to have a shower.
Well, get in there quickly. You'll be late for school. You get another late detention.
Loretta is late for school almost every day and has had 20 detentions this year already.
It's her own fault for not getting up, and she needs to learn the consequences. I can't keep her messing about with her.
Put your hair in a pony.
No.
Go. Come and get
No, Mum, I won't.
With Loretta half an hour late, divorced mum of 3 Karen is going to miss her first client at her hairdressing salon.
She's going to be like, oh.
She hasn't given Loretta time to do her makeup.
You look good without makeup.
No, I don't. You see me.
You're beautiful.
No, I'm not, man.
Teacher's going to come out to you.
She can't drag me in.
It's now 9:10, and head of year Miss Proctor is waiting.
What's the problem? Right, you're going straight into isolation. Everybody's in lessons. Let's just go and get him before everybody else starts leaving.
You don't understand. I'm not going in looking at this.
At the end of the day, Loretta, you're making this very difficult for Mum.
I'm not going into school unless I've got my hair and makeup ready.
You need to come in, Loretta.
I'm not.
Let's undo that seatbelt.
No, I just want to
Loretta.
go to Dad's.
Loretta.
What, man? No.
Right, Loretta, the thing is what we're going to do here is we're going to let Mum go to work and then we're going to deal with this, all right? Come on.
No. Could you just have to go at me like you always do?
She's not having a go at you.
She will when you've gone. You always have a go at me. Even when I'm not doing anything wrong.
I'm feeling really bad now. I'm stressed out because I've got a full day of clients. My first full day of clients since Christmas. And you're sat here stopping me go to work earning money that I need to pay for your keep.
Stop talking to me. Go on then.
This is what I have with her. At least before I'd know where she was now.
Yeah.
And she would have come into school later.
Yeah.
You know, now we've done this with her and she's just walked off and we don't even know where she is.
Like, can you give her a call? Not in today. And if she can, come back later. If not, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay. All right, thank you.
Inside, assembly carries on without Loretta, once again.
Attendance makes the biggest difference. Being here is every school day counts.
Plantsbrook School is aiming for an outstanding Ofsted report. 70% of these pupils should get 5 good GCSEs. Loretta's bad performance is a worry to head teacher Tracy Campbell.
Loretta is somebody, I would say, that's on the cusp of being quite a behavioural problem, but isn't there yet, and is, I think, salvageable for that reason. I think she is somebody that deep down wants to do better than she is, that deep down probably doesn't want to be getting into the trouble that she's getting into, and wants to be behaving in the way that everybody else in the school might behave.
Miss Campbell wants to try something radical to get her back on track. And with Loretta back in school, the plan to change her is coming together.
Girls, get your whiteboards out, please.
It will involve her inspirational technology teacher, Miss Dudley.
No, this is the only car I've got.
A lot of people have said that I'm maybe a little bit crazy to take this on, maybe this is too big. And maybe it is, but until you give something a go, I'd rather give something a go and it not work than to have never tried it in the first place.
Loretta's mum is also in on the plan. And 2 days later, she and Loretta are called to a meeting after school.
Hiya. Hello. I'm Miss Dudley. Hello. Nice to meet you. You want to come through?
With Loretta waiting outside, Miss Dudley and mum compare notes.
What's her behaviour like at home?
She's pretty well the same. She's just really just doesn't want to do anything. And if I try and make her, I'll get lip.
That back chat you're getting, we're getting that in school, sometimes just escalates and is out of control.
She's such a lovely, wonderful, beautiful girl. There's such a fantastic sense of humour. And she's just wasting herself. And it's really sad. Because I feel like I've failed her.
I think it's important that you feel that it's not too late with Loretta.
I'll try anything to get her to be the true person she is.
If you feel like that, you know, try anything to do it, and I'll, you know, try everything to get her to be like that, then that's the, you know, the best start that we can get.
After half an hour, Loretta is called into the meeting. She's guessed something is up, but she doesn't know what.
How do you feel stuff's been going for you recently?
Some of my lessons are really good, but the teacher just picks on me, that's why I act like I do.
I feel that I've tried every avenue to get you to understand how important it is to be at school, and I will try almost anything to get you back on track.
We've decided that I'm going to come and stay with you for the week. Mum's my last straw, really. She doesn't know what to do, and we think that your behaviour can be better. Can you look up while I'm talking to you?
Sorry.
Thank you. For the rest of the week, it's going to be me at home in charge, like I am in the classroom.
You're going to see me with no makeup on.
Oh dear. Is that the only thing that you can think about? See you, man.
Thank you. See you later.
I don't really want to teach at the house, really. It's a bit of a nightmare. Instead of arguing with my mum, I'll probably start, like, arguing with the teacher. She starts, like, making rules and stuff.
But Loretta hasn't got much choice. Starting from now, Miss Dudley will spend every waking minute outside school with Loretta and her family. It's going to be a long week.
I've never been in this situation, so definitely nervous about going into a family home. I've been trained to teach kids in a classroom, and it's totally different in a home environment. I'm going to go in and try and maybe create a classroom at home.
Welcome to our home.
Loretta lives with her mum and 2 sisters, Emily and Lydia, and stays with her dad 2 nights a week.
So what normally happens when you get in?
I'll get changed into my pants of leisure.
So you get into, like, pyjamas?
Yeah.
And do what?
Watch TV.
What about homework? It's due in tomorrow, do you...
It's at my auntie's.
So how are you going to get that in tomorrow?
I don't know.
So you've had a project to do from me for the last month, and it's at your aunt's house. What do you think my reaction to that's going to be?
Angry.
Yeah? I'll be angry about it. Just can you think of what else I'll be?
Disappointed.
Yeah, that's probably the main one. Do you have regular homework times at home?
I've left them to do it themselves. I just ask them if they've got homework and they either say yes or no. At the age that they, like 12 onwards, you're responsible enough to deal with it.
Miss Dudley's first challenge will be how to get Loretta to start doing homework.
I am prepared to help with homework, subject to other commitments that I've got, but I don't think I should be saying, show me what you're doing.
I can't believe she hasn't done her homework, but it's just that they're both just so blasé about it. Well, yeah, no, I haven't done it, and Mum doesn't think it's her responsibility at all.
Miss Dudley's round.
It's just not acceptable to not do homework and to not check their planners and to not, you know, have structured time and place for them to do their homework, which is why she hasn't done it.
I didn't actually do anything. I only wrote my name on the start. I was flicking through the books and then I just got really bored.
It's 6 o'clock and Miss Dudley's first dinner time with the family.
So can I have a cornetto? Because
No cornettos, have you?
Why?
Because there isn't enough for all of us.
Nobody else wants a cornetto.
Kettle on, nice cup of tea.
Make you a cup of tea, I've got to have a cornetto. Why are you pushing me?
I want to get in the fridge.
You could just say excuse me.
Excuse me.
After dinner, Miss Dudley is interested in who does what about the house.
What happens now? Do the girls just...
I usually get the washing up done. Very rarely do the children do anything. Not one of them would wash up unless I asked them to. And then I probably wouldn't get it done properly anyway. If I forced the issue, it would be a full-scale hysterical outburst.
That needs sorting out. Like, you wouldn't rather just stand here and wash up every night.
No, I'm here on my own.
No, no.
And if I phone for a backup off their dad, he isn't going to worry about washing up in my house being done. It's as simple as the task is. I've had too much time being in a war zone, and I don't want the war zone with my children.
In the classroom, we have rules that the kids have to stick to and stuff that they absolutely have to do. It's just a basic expectation of what we'll expect them to behave like. What she needs to know is that you're the one that's in charge.
Mum is avoiding confrontation at any price, and the girls know it.
I feel like I had to help because Mum's desperately upset. She's standing in here, she's crying, she can't cope. She feels really unhappy, and the three girls are oblivious to it. I'm glad I've seen it. It's made me, you know, want to do something about it.
Go and do whatever you were doing. Go to bed or wherever, please.
A bit confused about it actually. You see them at school, but then when you see them out of school it's really weird. Having them at your house, that's even weirder.
Perhaps Miss Dudley's thinking that this isn't going to be quite as easy as maybe at first she thought. Okay, there's the front door key.
That's brilliant, thank you. And I'll arrive nice and early in the morning.
It's 10 o'clock and the end of a long day.
I'll see you in the morning.
Okay, thank you.
Miss Dudley heads home.
Bye. I'm shocked at how emotional the mum is, at how distraught she is at the situation, because it doesn't seem that bad before you come into the house, and then she's just at her, you know, real low point. And I'm absolutely amazed at how little the girls do in the house. You know, no one's in control in that house, no one is in charge. And Mum needs to be in charge of that house, and the kids need to know that. And I really just want to get in there, get them a timetable, get them a structure, and get that respect back exactly where it needs to be.
"7 a.m. the next day, and Miss Dudley's first experience of the family's morning routine.
I don't think that morning times in this household are, you know, the most organised and structured. I think it's a bit chaotic. It's a bit of a problem with Loretta's organisation. Good morning. There was no preparation done last night from what I could see. No one was getting their uniform ready. No one was getting their bags ready for school this morning. So, you know, I'm not quite sure how prepared they'll be this morning to get up and get going. Are any of the girls up?
I've called them, but they're not up yet, no.
Is this what would normally happen? You'd be up
It is. Yeah, this is the normal routine. Lids, come on, baby. Can you hurry up then, Loretta? What breakfast do you want?
There's 4 of them. They've all got to use one bathroom. They've all got to get ready and all have their breakfast and be out. And I'm panicking that I wouldn't do it in 45 minutes.
8 a.m. and the family just make it out the door on time. But when they arrive, there's a problem.
There's no one here.
Yeah, there is.
Loretta doesn't want to get out the car right in front of school, so she's asking Mum to drive to the corner of the car park.
Once out of the car, Loretta gives her teacher the slip and makes her own way to school. But she can't escape Miss Dudley for long. At 11:30, she's in her technology class.
Fold your worksheet up and put it in here, put your mechanism in here, and then hand it back to me. OK, girls, off you go. Loretta, I need a word, please. OK, what happened this morning? So I didn't think it was very polite that you just had walked off. Made me feel a bit sad that you'd not said bye, or I'd not had a chance to tell you to have a nice day. I just need you to explain what the difference is getting out where you got out the car and where I got out the car.
That's embarrassing.
What, getting out the car with me, getting out the car being dropped off?
Getting out the car with you.
OK, I need you to meet me here, please, at 3:15, because I'm going to drive you home today.
Okay.
OK, 3:15 in here then. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of the day.
Miss Dudley's plan to change Loretta will start today at 3:15 sharp.
Today in the lesson, Loretta had a very clear structure that she had to follow and very clear instructions for the whole lesson, and she managed to do that, and she could do jobs, getting out her stuff, putting away her stuff, but at home she just doesn't seem to do any of that. I'm going to suggest to them that they set up a set of rules as a family, putting in a structure and a routine and set times where they do stuff and getting the kids to be much more involved in their family life, helping out with Mom. This is just an exam desk that I'm going to take home. It's not very big, but I think it'll be fine for Loretta to do her homework on, and I think it's important that there's somewhere that, you know, in the house where she can do her homework that's away from all the rest of the distractions.
But 3:15 comes and goes, and there's no sign of Loretta. Miss Dudley's plan hasn't got off to a good start.
I don't know why she's not here. Loretta seems to do what she wants to do, and so it is going to be a hard job getting through to her.
After waiting another half hour, Miss Dudley gives up and heads back to Loretta's house.
Hello? Loretta? I think Loretta just does what she wants to do. And she's chosen to not come home tonight. So, you know, that's exactly what has happened. So, as she always does, just a lack of respect for authority and rules and people telling her what to do, and she's not come home.
An hour later, Mum's back with youngest daughter Lydia.
You know where Loretta is?
At her dad's.
Okay.
She's decided she doesn't want to come home. She wants to do what she normally does. You can't force her to do something she doesn't want to do.
But she's 13, so she should be listening.
This is what we're seeing at school and we're seeing at home. I have absolutely no idea what her dad will... Hello? Hello, Loretta. No, nobody's stopping you seeing your dad. Right, what about if you have half an hour with your dad now and then you come over here? I can't hear you, you're hysterical. She's adamant she's not coming home, and I've asked him how I should deal with it, and he's not really given me a reply to that. I think one of the things that hasn't been happening and needs to is me and him say, this is what...
Yeah, that's absolutely what has happened.
We stick to it together, and it hasn't always been like that. I will say one thing and he'll say I'm being too fair.
And Loretta knows that, and she'll play you off against each other. I think I'm going to drive down and see if she'll talk to me.
Miss Dudley drives straight to Dad's house. She's determined to get Loretta back home and get her new rules in place.
going to go and knock the door, and I'll either get it slammed in my face and she won't talk to me, or she'll talk to me. Can I come in?
Yeah.
Thank you. Do you know why you didn't come to see me?
I forgot.
Did you?
Yeah.
And so your mum's at home now and she's really upset. She feels like she's lost control with you.
No, she hasn't. She wasn't doing that to make me look bad like she does most things.
Why would she want you to look bad, Loretta?
I don't know. She always does it. She makes things sound worse than they are, and then she says stuff that isn't true, and if it is true, she twists it. And she's stressed and she blames it all on me.
Has she said that, or is that just how you feel?
No, the way she says it, she's blaming it all on me.
How long have you felt like that?
Since my mum and dad have split up.
So about 2 years. Do you feel sad?
Yes. Because ever since my mum and dad have split up, she has to find somebody to blame it on. And it can't be Emily, and it can't be Lydia, it has to be me, because I look like my dad. Right, like my dad says, she blames everything on me.
In what ways do you act like your dad? What ways are you like him?
Because I have a short temper.
What about if this week we try and sort out some stuff to do with you, but, you know, some stuff to do with your mum, which yesterday, me being in the house, you know, made me realise that it was, you know, it's a much bigger issue than you. You know, it's Mum and Lydia and Emily and lots of things all together. Do you think it's worth giving it a go?
Give it a go, but you're just going to waste your time. Trust me.
Right, so can you just go upstairs for 2 minutes so I can just have a chat with your dad?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. It must be really difficult to have two different houses. When she's with her mum, there's just such a conflict.
There's always been an atmosphere between her mum and Loretta, always.
Do you discipline Loretta? Do you think it's the same in both houses?
I think Karen disciplines Loretta, yeah. Sometimes give in, but there's never parent.
I'll drive her home and back to Mum's and see what happens. Okay, let's go.
Bye, Dad.
Before Loretta's parents separated, there were no signs of any problems. A well-behaved and promising pupil at primary school, her dad has noticed a big change since the divorce 2 years ago.
Loretta's dealt with it in a different way to the other two. The other two seem to have just rode the storm and got on with it and accepted things. Loretta seems to be fighting it for whatever reason. And that's affecting her at school.
Hey, clapping at these. The real Loretta is loving, caring, thoughtful. That's the one I want. I want her back.
Hello, Loretta.
Stuff just keeps appearing as to why she's not achieving her potential. Mum and Dad splitting up. There's conflict going on and wanting to be at one house and be at another house, and it just keeps growing. Yeah, much bigger than I'd originally thought. I'm really proud of you that you came home back here to your mum's today. I'm really pleased. Okay. You should be really proud of yourself today. Yeah? Okay, so sleep well and I will see you in the morning.
With Loretta in bed, Miss Dudley tackles Mum.
She said that she feels she gets blamed for always being the one that is in trouble or causing conflicts.
She's just very dramatic. If something's not how she wants it, that's it, she lets go.
The kids sometimes do let go. You just don't have to explode at the same time as them, because it'll just escalate out of control. Like you said, you used to be able to be the calm one. That's what we need to get back.
When you've bottled up something for many, many years, you want to just go, ah! But you've held that scream inside you for so long.
If you feel confident, then you'll feel like you can remain calm and in control. And I know that you don't feel like you've got that confidence. And so that's what we're going to try and work on.
Miss Dudley's big plan to introduce structure to Loretta's home life is on hold again.
The plan was to introduce some rules and to go through structure and to implement this new routine and timetable. It's just a bit too delicate a situation to do tonight. And then hopefully tomorrow we tackle the situation.
It's day 3, and Loretta's behaving as badly as ever at school.
2 or 3 minutes. Loretta, can you put your bag on the floor, please? Write down what you think the translation vector is that's going to get the ball in the hole. The mathematical name for the sponge ball is?
A sponge ball.
The sphere, yes?
It's a sponge ball. It's not a bloody sphere. I hate him.
If the ball is here... It's like a roller coaster sometimes. Depending on her mood or her day, that could really affect what's happened, and that could be an interaction with another teacher an hour before, that could be what happened in the playground 50 minutes ago, or that could have been what happened at home. It's about acknowledging that there's an authority, and it's acknowledging that there is an order of things, and that sometimes in life there are people who will ask or tell you what to do, and acceptance of that is a hard lesson for her.
With only 2 days left, Miss Dudley makes sure Loretta comes straight home from school. She needs to take command.
Have a drink, get changed, have a snack. Are you getting changed? Okay.
20 minutes later, Loretta is still in her school uniform.
So it's like at the beginning of one of my lessons, if I ask you to do something, then I have to wait for you to do it. Sometimes we have to do stuff that we don't want to do, and if I've asked you to do it,
it's only
then
getting
you should
changed.
do that. Yeah, it is only getting changed. And yesterday...
Well, can you just drop it then?
No, I'm not going to drop it, because if this was in one of the lessons...
Well, it's not.
I'm treating it like it is a lesson.
No, you shouldn't. I can't turn my house into a bloody school.
I'm not trying to turn it into a school, but I am trying to be like I am in a classroom.
I don't, because when I come home I want to get out of the classrooms.
So then why don't you want to get out of your uniform?
Because I've got nothing to wear.
Well, can we
it's
not
my
look on the
bloody
line?
house.
I know, it's your house. Don't get
Exactly,
angry with
no.
me.
She was saying stuff to me like it's your bloody house.
She's let that escalate because she wouldn't follow a simple instruction. So we'll just let her calm down and then try again. But we can't back down because we asked her to do something. So she needs to do it.
While Miss Dudley favours firmness, Loretta's mum always wants to make peace.
You can have a little relaxation and a bit of a...
When I get home, I haven't got any over.
I'll just leave you to calm down a bit, Loretta, because I can't understand what you're saying.
Yeah?
It's now a battle between Miss Dudley and Mum.
We both asked her to do that. And so you should have... You know, you've asked her to do something, and so she should do it. Do you not think that?
Obviously, she doesn't feel like she wants to do it. She really is in a situation where she can't be bothered.
If I asked a student to do something, and they didn't do it, and they absolutely refused to do it, then there'd be consequences of that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Will this teacher ever take control? Half an hour later, Loretta's finally changed, but she's blanking Miss Dudley.
Can I talk to you, please? But please don't just give me the silent treatment because, you know, I'm doing this for you. The thing about being a teacher is that you're taught to not hold grudges. So each time it's a new lesson, it's like a new slate at school, and each kid gets a fresh start, and that's exactly what I'm giving you now.
I just don't really know what to do next for the best. This is tiring. Being here and not having cooperation when that's my expectation.
Not ready to throw in the towel just yet, Miss Dudley decides on another tack. If the family won't listen to her rules, she'll get them to make their own.
There is some stuff that I'd like to talk to you about.
A sulky Loretta is summoned to a family meeting.
I think it's important that you're all here because the point of me being here this week was to help Mum out because she was upset at the situation and how it had got, and to help Loretta out.
You've said yes, you'd like me to have a bit more relaxation of an evening. You've agreed to that, haven't you? Yeah?
Mum's asked you something, and so that's one of the things she's asking for you for a reply. And so out of respect for your mum, you should answer her.
I don't want to answer her.
That's you deciding what you want to do, and it's...
Exactly.
But it's Mum that should decide.
I haven't got an answer.
I want you to take this seriously, because I've given up my whole week to come here. And so the least you could do was try and take this a little bit more seriously than you are doing.
What's with the pink paper?
The paper is because I want you to agree to some routine in the morning and in the evening that you're going to stick to.
After a shaky start, Miss Dudley gets her rule plan back on track.
Mum, what do you want on this list?
That we respect each other.
Can you give me an example of what you would class as respect from them?
We don't talk down to each other, which tends to happen.
Negativity.
Yes, the negative
That's
stuff.
a good word.
Treat others how you want to be treated.
Okay.
Homework must be done every day.
Set homework.
At 7:45, have breakfast, then off to school.
For once, the family have cooperated. But will they stick to the rules?
Loretta, will you please come in the house now?
After supper, Loretta's already ignoring the new rules and slacking on the dishwashing.
Doesn't matter. I want you here now.
Usually, Mum would give in and do the washing up. But Miss Dudley's determined that she enforces the rules.
I'd get the other two in the lounge, and then I'd just go out, not shouting at her, and just say, you need to put the bat and ball down, and if you're not going to come inside and do the washing up, then you're going to go up to your room, and you're not going to watch TV all night, so you need to let her think about what the consequences of that are. In your reading packet, okay. Are you drying? Are you drying?
Mum's first tough line works, but Miss Dudley wonders if she can keep it up.
I really stuck my ground tonight with exactly what I believe in. You know, I asked her to do something and I refused to give in on that. And, you know, the few things that you've done, like refusing to give in on doing the washing up, that's great, but that has to be totally consistent.
I will do my best to put it into place within the constraints of my lifestyle.
Mum doesn't sound convinced. It's already the end of Miss Dudley's third day.
It's just such a roller coaster of emotions, just absolute highs, and then, you know, just the extreme opposites when she's crying and shouting and doesn't want to do what I'm asking her to do, and she's storming off and stuff. It's just up and down all the time. Hopefully, maybe that will just become a bit more steady.
Snuggle her down.
Okay, I'll see you in the morning.
Okay then.
Okay.
Thank you very much, I'll see you.
Okay, bye.
It's 7 a.m. on Thursday morning.
I'm hoping that I can go in and the routine that the girls put in place last night and wrote down, I hope that they're going to have stuck to that so that we can leave for school on time so it can be a nice friendly atmosphere in the house.
Good morning, Loretta. Good morning. Oh, this is brilliant. It's 7:05 and you're up and dressed.
And she was in the shower before I got out of bed.
Last night it was extremely difficult to get through to Loretta and spent a long time talking to her. It is great that she's up and she's in a good mood and she's really efficient this morning. She's done her own ironing and she's dressed and she's drying her hair.
Oh. I feel a bit lost, yes. I'm not used to not doing anything. I'll have a light. So you can run the house, Loretta. I'll be happy with that.
Loretta seems to be enjoying the rules so far. But will it make any difference at school?
Does anybody know how I might have done this?
I know how it goes, sir.
Loretta's got a hand up, so excellent.
B, C, D, A.
Can I ask what you do next?
C, D, B, A.
I am impressed. Well done.
It's perfect. It looks just like this here.
Yeah, and then move forward the test.
Yeah. Clever, isn't it?
This is progress. But there's still one big hurdle ahead. Loretta's staying at her dad's tonight, and so far, his house is a rule-free zone.
I'm going to let the girls explain to him exactly how those rules and routines were put in place at Mum's and, you know, try and explain to him how important it is that the kids have got some consistency between the two houses.
Miss Dudley needs Dad to see the importance of discipline at home as well as at school. Without his cooperation, the whole project could fail.
If Loretta's allowed at home to say no to stuff, then she can come into the classroom and say no to stuff.
You don't have to do it every single time they ask you to do something. You don't have to do it. Why should you? What gives that, even if it's a parent, what gives that parent the right to expect that child to do everything they ask?
Oh, yeah, but that's all I know, because I'm a teacher, so I don't know what it's like in the home, so I'm just giving you my opinion from from like the teaching point of view in the classroom.
To me, expecting a child to like do everything you ask them, Victorian.
I don't ask them to do unreasonable things ever. I just ask them to do stuff that I'd expect them to do out of respect for me, and that's how I see it, that's not different in home or in school. I do really firmly believe that. If she's allowed to say no to an instruction here, maybe she thinks at school she's allowed to say no to an instruction as well. And that must be something she's learnt from somewhere, and she certainly hasn't learnt it from school. There has to be consistency in all three places.
Miss Dudley can't convince Dad that he needs to change, so she asks Loretta to talk him through the rules.
Loretta wakes up at 7, set alarm for 6, get clothes out wash, which I put in the night before, and iron them. Get hair makeup done by 7:45. 7:45 have breakfast, then off to school, yay! And wash bowls, plates, cups, 8 o'clock latest.
Everything was just more positive in the house in the morning because there was no rushing around and everything was organised either the night before or that morning, and everything had been like just planned in time.
I'm proud of you, Loretta. Doing all that before you went to school. That's excellent.
Yeah.
Do you think that any of this can be done here so that they get consistency?
The only problem I have is maybe just getting them up in the morning.
This morning, Loretta got herself up. Loretta's got that sorted. So, do you think you could all have breakfast together at 7:45?
I'll see why not.
You can put these back.
Finally, the breakthrough Miss Dudley needed.
So I think it will do her really, really good. And maybe that's what Loretta needs in a home life, a set of rules. Not over the top, but just enough to keep her in line.
Loretta may have behaved for a day, but can she keep it up between Dad's, Mum's and school, week in, week out? It's Miss Dudley's last day with Loretta. She needs something more. She wants to try a gamble that if it works could cement the change, but if it fails could destroy Loretta's confidence.
Okay, right, we need to get this finished off then so that we can get going.
Loretta will turn teacher to a class at her old primary school.
I think it's important in this lesson that Loretta talks to the kids about why, you know, secondary school is a good thing, and she knows that that's what she has to tell them. She knows that they need reassuring. So if you go to the first slide.
So pull it out big?
No, because we might need to work on it. Do you realise more now that we do care about what the kids are like in our lessons? What's made you think, yeah, we'd do a bit more?
Like you being at home and like doing all this stuff.
What do you think I like in lessons?
Quiet. Do as told without questioning.
So that's all in attitude, so you could tell them that. Any other tips? What about distractions in the lesson?
Concentrate, like, really hard.
OK, so concentrate really hard. Save this on the memory stick. Log all this off. Grab the memory stick.
Can I just put it in my pocket?
Whoa, is it going to be really safe?
Yeah.
OK.
Very safe.
Right, let's go do this. You're going to be brilliant at it, OK? You grab that, I'll grab stickers. I wouldn't hate for her to find this too stressful or difficult, because in a way then she'd understand that I find it stressful and difficult, but I still do it because it's my job, and so it's the same as when she's in a home situation. If she's finding something stressful or difficult, then she has to overcome that and deal with it.
2 years ago, Loretta was a happy pupil at this school, but she hasn't been back since.
I never thought it was this scary.
Okay.
Hi, Loretta.
Hello.
Well, I'm glad you can come today. The place has changed
A lot.
An awful lot since you were here last time. And what we're going to do this afternoon is exciting. The children are all excited, so I wish you all the best, all right? Good luck.
With just minutes to go, Loretta's feeling the pressure.
Oh, they're coming.
Don't show them that you're scared or nervous, because you're their teacher today.
Hi, welcome.
Children, this is your new teacher for the afternoon, Miss Cook.
Hello.
Go on in and sit down.
We're learning about life at secondary school, learning how to overcome any worries you may have. When you get there, you see that everybody's not so bad, because everybody's saying they're all big and scary, but then you get there and they're really not. They're really nice. When I got to year 7, it was really hard. I went from like being really smart to really dumb. Because I didn't work as hard, and I really regret it now because I haven't got very good levels. Yeah, just try your hardest, and if you're stuck or something, just ask the teacher.
I'm just really excited about the science.
The best experiment we did was blow up Jelly Baby. It was so cool. It made like a squealing noise. What was the other things you were worried about? Detention. Well, if you don't want to get a detention, don't cheat the teachers. Do not cheat the teachers. I've done it and you shouldn't do it. Trust me.
I think we're going to leave now, but
okay.
I think we should give Miss Cook a massive, massive well done.
Not bad for a girl who a week ago hated teachers and hated school.
You were amazing in there. Did you feel like you were amazing?
No, I just it felt weird.
I'm so proud of you. I was like standing at the back and just really proud of you. Were you proud of yourself?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a massive achievement to be able to do that. And you said some really great stuff to make them feel better.
Yeah. And made them laugh as well.
And you made them laugh, which is brilliant. And you made me laugh, and you made your teacher laugh. It was brilliant. You did a great job.
Thank you.
Okay. I've never seen her be proud of herself. I've never heard anyone talking about how proud they are of her in the last couple of years. And I want her to remember that feeling and exactly what she can do.
After a brilliant lesson, Loretta can't wait to get back to Dad's to share the news.
Mr. Taylor went, hi, and then went, hello, Miss Cook. And then everybody put their hand up, and it was really good.
What did you think after?
I want to be a primary school teacher. I've made up my mind.
Yeah.
I want to actually leave school now and do it. I loved it because it was just really fun.
How would you have felt if they'd misbehaved when you put all that work in?
I feel really upset.
I'm surprised the way she says she don't like teachers, now she wants to become a teacher.
Even Dad seems to be coming round to the new structure.
Complete attitude change, completely. She sticks to it. I'm well proud that she wants to be a teacher as well. But I've never seen this excited about anything, so I'm quite impressed.
Thank you.
Back at Mum's, and Loretta is feeling much more motivated.
I'm feeling sick.
But there's still the thorny problem of homework.
Do you think you can do as good a job as this?
I'll try.
Yeah, it would be good to do a mood board like this, wouldn't it? It would be great if we could get ours to look like this.
Do you reckon you could concentrate for 40 minutes on doing it and we'll see what it looks like? Brilliant.
With Loretta focused on homework, Mum's seeing the benefits of Miss Dudley's hard work.
It just goes to show that she isn't the wild child that I felt that she was. And it is nice to see her respecting an adult, another person.
I never thought to do that. That's good.
It's the end of the week, and Miss Dudley calls both Mum and Dad to school to discuss how things will carry on without her.
I'm nervous about their reaction because I don't feel like I can gauge either of them fully, and I think that they'll listen to what I have to say, but I'm not quite sure that they will fully take that on. And I'm apprehensive about that because I want this to continue for Loretta. Hiya. Nice to see you.
It's the first time Loretta's parents have sat down together face to face in over a year.
I think that the change in Loretta this week that I've seen is massive.
In your opinion, what do you think has sparked this bad behaviour in Loretta?
She just gets mixed messages. She gets one message from school, one message from you, one message from you, and I think that as a kid you can't cope with that kind of inconsistency. I think it would help just to have this routine.
Would it?
It does actually make life easier anyway for everybody.
This has to be kept reinforced in both houses to help her so that her behaviour in school is better and her behaviour at home is better.
I've said weeks ago to Mick that whether we like it or not, we've got to have a relationship together for the children. We need to be saying the same thing to the children, for the children's sake. But I have trouble talking to Mick because I get a frosty reaction, which I've had today. And that's why I'm struggling. Have you not noticed that there was like a 6-foot gap between us when he sat down?
What's that got to do with the kids?
It's not. It's just about your reaction to me when I'm trying to talk to you about the children.
I'll be back in a minute, Karen, okay? It's not what I wanted the conversation to be about, because as far as I'm concerned, the relationship that you and Karen need to have is that you're consistent with Loretta and she's consistent with Loretta. I appreciate that you came in today because I know that it's important to you.
After talking to Miss Dudley, Dad decides to continue with the parents' meeting.
I appreciate that this is really difficult, being here in the same room. That in itself is a massive thing, that both of you are here to talk about Loretta. What we need to do is just have this mass consistency for her, and hopefully there'll be fewer and fewer issues for you as parents to have to deal with.
So if we agree just to when we have to talk about the kids, we just talk civilly and adult.
That's fine.
Loretta's interests at heart. We need to swallow whatever we've got pent up, what have you, and get Loretta sorted and on track.
I agree.
Yeah? Okay. Good.
Having set aside their differences, Loretta is called in.
What we've been talking about in here is you and how proud we are of you, and what we've agreed is that Mum will put in 100%
at home to stick to those routine and rules, and Dad will put it in at his, and we will do that in school. What's happened this week that you want to keep up?
Like the routine and stuff.
Is it helping? It's helping at school, it's helping at home?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what we've also agreed is that it's a fresh start today, and it's a clean slate. Any bad behaviour that you had, that's it, wiped clean, gone.
That won't happen.
Why don't you think that?
Because I know what Mum's like.
You've agreed to that, haven't you?
Yeah, but she does that, she won't.
Oh, she will.
No, she won't, Dad. You know what she's like as well. She won't.
You know, this clean slate, everything new, wiped off. That's for you, that has to apply for you as well. So you have to have a clean slate with Mum.
If we can just forget all about the bad things, yeah.
If I do it, Mum has to do it as well. And you have to do it. You can't just say you're going to do it and don't do it.
So this is something that you have to work at, and you've been working at it brilliantly this week. I'm really proud of the effort you've put in.
You're not going to have to work very hard at it, because you being a nice person is a natural thing for you anyway. You're not naturally nasty, are you? Yeah?
I wanted to tell you that this is more important than I thought it was going to be. I've seen a different you, and I like it, and I want it to stay. And that's why I'm choked up, because I've got to know you this week, and I really like you.
I've enjoyed the week.
And what about your teaching?
I still want to be a teacher.
You've decided that you want to be a teacher now?
For a primary school one.
Loretta's made a career choice now. She's got a reason to come to school. There's a hunger there for something. When you lose that hunger, then you've lost. I'm so glad she's got it now.
Really proud of Loretta. She's happier, she's more confident. Really good, yeah?
Yeah.
I'll come back in the room for Loretta's sake. But yeah, there's been a breakdown in communication. Me and Karen need to put a difference aside for the sake of Loretta.
I think it's already been a turning point. It's been a turning point for me, because if I can communicate with her dad, then that in itself's an achievement.
I've enjoyed it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's worthwhile, all this work, to see that change in a student. I wish that every kid, if they needed a teacher in their home, I wish that they would have the opportunity to do it, because the change in Loretta this week is massive.
Will Miss Dudley's efforts have any lasting effect on Loretta's behaviour?
She's matured, but she's wonderful. She can get herself ready in the morning without me keep bellowing at her, and she wants to be at school.
The days of Mum dragging Loretta out of bed in the mornings are long gone, and the house is now a tantrum-free zone.
I wanted her to have a sense of responsibility for herself, which she'd lost. So, yes, it's a big improvement.
At school, truanting, detentions and letters home are a thing of the past.
Loretta has been like a different student in the last 3 or 4 weeks. She is still putting in a huge amount of effort, and I'm really proud of her for that. You know, it wasn't just the week that I was there. She's still coming into school every day on time and really trying in her lessons, and I think everyone's seeing a big difference with her.
Miss Dudley and Loretta still see each other outside school to help keep her on track.
I think it's just made me realise that, you know, we are taught to think about what's going on with these kids at home and to think about what affects their learning and behaviour. It's just remembering that every single lesson as a teacher and, you know, appreciating what is going on for these kids. Should I tell you a secret? You put me next year for technology. Oh yeah.
I just wish that every teacher and every child could have this opportunity. It's brought me and Loretta a lot closer together, and I think it's brought Karen and Loretta close together, because they've always had this thing of locking horns all the time.
You laugh more now.
You laugh more?
You laugh more.
Do I?
Yeah.
Because you don't stress me out as much, that's why.
Oh, thanks. So it's all down to me.
Before this happened, we were some trouble with the kids, so I didn't really phone Karen up about it. So she'd phone me up and we used to rant and rave to each other and nothing got solved. But since this, I think we've all come down to the same level and we both agreed that Loretta is the main reason for this, not me and her.
For a once troublesome pupil, having a teacher in the house has been a life-changing experience.
Before, like, I was really hot-headed and I got angry really quick, but now I've, like, controlled my anger more and I've, like, apparently I'm a nicer person.
Angels watching over me with smiles upon their face.
Stay on BBC Three as Jamie Winston speaks to people who have been affected by the lesser-known HPV in Is Oral Sex Safe next. Then stories of LA's low life are intriguingly woven together in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction at 10.
I do it in my own time.